Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to my channel. And I wanted to talk with y'all about what the Bitcoin chart showed me today. So I just I want to investigate a little bit more to find out when the Bitcoin moon should happen. So that's what I'm looking into right now. This is the second time I'm actually doing this video because I forgot to turn my mic off mute. So let's go into this. This is the Bitcoin chart. Now this is in November 2013, which is the first bull run. But I was starting to do some scaling. So the high of that bull run to the low of the next one, I noticed was 14 bars. Well, on this, it's showing 14 bars. I'm on the month scale. So that's 14 months. So when it went from the high to the low, it took 14 months to do that. So we'll hold on to that. Then I wanted to find out from that point to the next high which was 35 months. From the bottom, it took 35 months. So I wanted to see if that same thing is true here. So let me get my chart here. All right, so which would be, that's the high. The low you're looking at right in here, they're pretty much the same thing. So 13, 14 months, we'll say 14 months because that was the bottom and it started going up that day. So hopefully you can see my chart right now. So that matches up to the first time that it did the bull run and then went bear market. So that matches. So how long did it take from this point? So there's two ways that a lot of people have been looking at this, and they're valid for both points. But there was an actual all-time high, and then there was one that probably should have been the all-time high because looking at, whatever. Anyways, so if you went to the first pop off, it's 26 months. But if you go over here to the actual all-time high, you're looking at 33 months, which that's pretty close to the 35. So now we got 35 and 33. So one of two ways. It's either right in between there, about between 33 and 35 months, or is that a cycle, 35, 33, and maybe the next time it's going to be 31 months. So there's going to be a range that I'm going to do because, no one really knows what's exactly going to happen until it actually happens. So what are we doing right now? Let's see if it correlates with what's going on right now. So that was your high. What's your low? Again, 14 months. So that means if I'm going off of this, we have bottomed, and I don't think we're going to go any lower than this, which a lot of people think. However, there's other people that think 12,000, which brings on a whole bunch of other things, but we won't get into that right now. So if we do that, come over here. All right, 30. Oops. So 31 months from the bottom. So you're looking at August 25th to December of 2025. Sorry, that was August 2025 and December 2025. So that's the range that we're kind of in on when the next market should top. Then if you end up going back again to the last time it did this, so you have the bottom here in February 2019, it pops up and comes back down. So it looks like from right when it did its first initial drop or whatever for the last drop, it seemed like it tapped the top of that. So can we see something like that here? Well, we came up, that would put it at right in here. Well, possibly right in here, but I think it's going to be more right in here. So I'm thinking about it could come down to about $23,000 for Bitcoin. But I guess if it did exactly what the last one did, then you're looking at about 20,500. So it could also come all the way down here, and then by the time it closes, it could come back up here. Regardless, I think if you get in from now, and if it does actually drop, which don't know if it's going to, if it actually does, I think you're getting in at a pretty decent price. Now, I am not necessarily into Bitcoin. I'll be straight up with you on that. I'm more into the ISO coins. If you've seen any of my previous videos, which there's not many of them, that this is kind of what we're looking at here. But that means that we have until roughly August of 2025 before we see a top. But up until then, it's just going to continually go up. So, and then if you take my fibs, I like using fibs because fibs seem to be a decent marker in my opinion. But there's all sorts of different. It's showing that if it actually tops out $242,000, will it get there? Don't know. But I'm not invested in Bitcoin itself, although Bitcoin is the one that basically runs the market right now. We're not going to throw in if Ethereum is going to take over Bitcoin or XRP is going to take over Bitcoin. That's not the point right now. What I'm trying to relay here is that it looks like each market had a certain lineup, 14 months to get to the bottom, and then it looks like about 31, well, anywhere from 31 to 35 months later from the bottom is about when it peaked again. Excuse me. But now that I've kind of gone over that, I wanted to show you some of the stuff that I am looking at, which this is hbar's chart, Hedera's chart. It already hit the bottom of my line that I had written up here if you're looking at the screen. So hopefully we keep on moving up. But again, this is a month bar or candlestick, sorry. And how I'm playing this is a little different than others. So whatever I have in each one of these coins, I plan on the next all-time high, or not all-time high, the last all-time high, I'm going to get out about in that range. So the last all-time high for Hedera was 58 cents, it shows here. So I might get about 48, 52 cents maybe, and I would take my original investment out, maybe a little bit of profit, and then I got free money in the market at that point. So I can let it run until the top, or what I think the top is, or run it till the next market. Now there's pros and cons to both of those. So it depends on how you want to look at that. But again, I go on fibs. It shows that if it reaches the top of the fib, the last fib, you're looking at $2.35 roughly. So I would probably take a little bit more, about the $1.30 point, maybe a little bit more, I don't know, 220, 215 or something. Might take a little bit more out there. And then the rest of it, hold long term. And I'm going to show some of the other coins that I'm kind of do that, give you a general idea of what I'm doing. And these are kind of, I mean, hopefully they work out. I know I've been in the market since 2017, and this is stuff that I've noticed. It seems like most of these coins will 3x their last all-time high. So we'll kind of play it by ear, I guess, or at least I will be. So another one that I'm into is algorand. And people are sleeping on algorand, I'm telling you. They're doing stuff behind the scenes no one's paying attention to. You're under 10 cents a coin right now. Last all-time high was $2.83. If you just go to all-time high, that's 28x. The S&P 500 only gives you 10% a year. So that's 2,800. That's 280 years of money versus the S&P 500. Just to give you an understanding of what we're talking about here. Even if you put $100 into this and it goes all the way up to there, that $100 just made you, if I'm doing the calculations right, $2,800 off of $100. I mean, I don't know. Y'all can do what y'all want to, but this is crazy math here. And again, this is what I'm doing. I'm not a financial advisor whatsoever. This is stuff I've learned as I've gotten into this and trading in general. Again, before I did any of this, I was in the stock market. But it looks like if this held out to the top of the fib on Algorand, you're looking at $11.70. So again, I take my original investment out, maybe a little bit more, just so I feel like I'm getting a reward for letting it stay in there for a while. Maybe sell a little bit, $6 and something, maybe a little bit more, $8 and something. And if it gets up to these 10, $11, maybe sell a little bit more and then hold a long bag, for whatever. But these, you're looking at 10 cents and possibly 11, almost $12 if it hits the top of that fib. Come on, y'all. I need to hear something. Smash the thumbs up or something. All right, XLM. I really need to start deep diving into XLM. I've already deep dived a little bit into hbar, Hedera, and I've also done a little bit in Ripple. If you look at that video I did put up yesterday, I think it's a good video. I was pretty happy with that. Check it out. So, okay, let's go into Stellar, XLM. Kind of the same thing. Last time it almost got to 80 cents. It shows on this chart. Right now we're a tad above 11 cents. So just to get up there, you're looking at roughly 9x, 900%. So, I mean, still not bad. But again, a lot of people have talked about for XLM that it could go up to, $20 or more this cycle. I don't know if I necessarily believe that. Other people have said that it could go up to $6 to $10. But you have people talk about the range of XRP anywhere from $6 all the way up to $500 at this point. So to each their own. You figure out what you want to do. But again, I'm going off the fibs. So you can pick some up at about 11.5 cents a coin. You can ride this thing up to looks like $3.15 is the high on this one. So maybe let some go about 75 cents to get your original investment out. Let some more go at about $1.80 or something. Maybe take some more out at about, I don't know, $2.20, $2.30. Maybe a little bit more, about right under $3, maybe $2.90 something. And then hold the rest long term. If it pops, I mean, you get extra money. That's all it comes down to. That's how I'm viewing it. Let's go into XRP. XRP is the same thing. We saw that shoot up after the lawsuit announcement. Then it's been working down or whatever here. Looks like it hit my line that I had set up for a back test, which we had our bottom, we go up, back test that, and then we usually see higher highs. Now, again, people are talking about $50, $500, $100. It doesn't really matter what you decide you want to do. But again, you got right under $2 was the last all-time high. Yes, there's another all-time high before that, which was $3.84, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong down below. But I believe that's what the price was. You can do one of two things. You can either right before $2 get out your initial investment, and if it hits that 370, 380, go ahead and take a little bit of profit from that point. But I just look at it as these last highs should be an easier point to get your investment out. They're not always true, but it seems like that's a safer bet to be able to be safe with your original investment, and you can enjoy profits later down the road. So let's take this one to the top of the fib. What is XRP showing? XRP is showing $7.37 at the top of this particular fib for the last all-time high. Now, if you go off of the all-time high before that, you're looking at $13.80, which that puts it between the $6 to $13 a lot of people are talking about. But if it gets a really good, hit where more and more things are coming out and it's being implemented into the system like they're talking about, then I could see it going, higher, 16, 25 bucks or something. But I'm playing it safe. I'm going to get my original investment out at the last all-time high, and then let my free money make that money. So that's my money working for me instead of me working for my money. So hopefully you understand exactly how I'm doing, setting this up for me personally. Maybe it's a different way of thinking for you. I'm not sure. But I do appreciate y'all coming out, checking out this channel. And there was something I ended up missing on that last video I did for yesterday that I uploaded. And I don't have it up here. Maybe I'll do I'll do a small video or whatever that later. But it's about XRP. It's about what the United States is actually doing, and it ties in New York, how they're taking it off the green list. So maybe I'll set that up for tonight and post that up, so stay tuned for that. Please hit the thumbs up, put a comment down below if you can, and please subscribe. I got 4 awesome subscribers right now. I appreciate you, and I thank you. And we'll see y'all on the next one. Appreciate it. Y'all have a good night.